Good morning to all. Our class is Polytronics. We can discuss about Polytronics here. Here discuss we are Polytronics applications of Polytronics circuits. Already means different circuits already we are discussed previously. There's the AC to DC converters, DC to AC converters, AC to AC converters, and DC to DC converters. And the fixed AC to variable AC, fixed DC to variable DC, different applications means fixed frequency to variable frequency converters. Different converters already we are discussed about that. Now we can go for the year for what are the applications generally where you are using that we are discussing here. What happens means here different day population increases automatically, power consumption increases. Power consumption increases means the generation is level will be not reached to up to the consumer levels, means load levels. So not along with that one, generally nowadays they are everyone is expecting continuity of the supply. Continuity of supply means without interruption, means it is the regular now is nowadays high quality regular and uninterrupted power supply is a basic requirement. All type of power consumers, all type of power consumers means continuity of power supply want to give, means it is very difficult, means that's why everyone is expecting continuity of supply with the high quality with a regular manner. Means these are all the types of, generally there's all types means the commercial, industrial and domestic, whatever the applications we are concerned, that everyone is uh, preferring that continuity of power supply is required. Continuity of supply you want to give it to the continuity of supply means here continuity of supply continuously want to give it to the load center means it's very difficult, means that we want to improve to our levels, means consumer levels, means generally we are using Polytron circuits to maintain to that uninterruptible power supply and with high quality. That purpose generally these are the different applications of the Polytron device, means generally we are want to do that. For the power quality means power quality means voltage level or frequency level, harmonic free voltage, harmonic free, it is a different, this is all called power quality. Deteriorates voltage level, we are not maintaining voltage level and the frequency level, harmonic free voltage we are not maintaining, this deteriorates and supply is affected due to power blackouts and power failures. This due to power failures, power blackout means continuity of supply is not possible, means with high quality is not at all possible. So there is a major drawback of that, means here because of poor maintenance. Why? Because why it is occurs means because of poor maintenance of power distribution companies. Power distribution companies, the power outage blackouts very become very common present days. So we want to improve that. We want to improve that to our required level. Means here just different type of loads generally we are using, that are critical loads such as hospital equipments, computers, hospital equipments including pre and post surgery medical care systems, processing control systems in industries and commercial systems. Means in these applications, okay, just what are the critical loads? You can say that hospital computers and computer and hospital equipments, and processing control of industries, commercial communication, industries and commercial communication means commercial communication systems means it requires continuous communication, means every time it is required. Industries means a different processing control, means it is required continuous power supply. Means hospital equipments means a different surgeries, pre and post surgeries also continuous power supply is required. Suppose computers they require continuous power supply. So these are continuous power supply is required for these are the different locations. Means we want to provide continuous power supply to the this systems. Otherwise, major loss will be occurs. Means qual continuous means requires and quality power. Otherwise, major loss will be occurs in the computer system. Sometimes life of human being may also get affected in the operation theaters. Why? Because power supply is not available. Yes, sometimes the whatever the surgery will be, surgeries will be off due to the power failures. Means due to power, many human beings' life will be affected. To provide that purpose, we want to provide continuous power supply. Means here critical load requires conditioning and uninterrupted power supply. Means what these are the critical loads, we need conditioning and uninterruptible power supplies for satisfactory and reliable operation of these loads. Means we want to get pre and post. Suppose we are example heart operation. This continuous power supply for the 2 or 3 hours is for the transplantation of the heart. We change the whatever the heart. Means it requires more time. Means in this time middle of the session, it will power supply means the life will be totally affected. Means death will be occurs. Some of different industries in the middle of the processing it will be stopped. Means automatically that process will be totally stopped. The process will be totally stopped. The process will be totally stopped means we cannot continue that process once again when our power supply will be given. Means that whatever the work in the middle, that will be totally affected, that we cannot continue. Means due to major loss will be occurred. Major loss will be occurred. That different, that is a major loss for that industries. Means we cannot continue that process. Means that whatever the equipments there we are designing, whatever the processing, that whatever that everything will be in the processing time, that will be totally wastage. Means major loss will be occurred that for the that industries. Means you want to give the continuous power supply to the that industries. Next, pre and post surgery already we have discussed. Every time they whenever surgery is equal, means different equipments you want to operate, that purpose also want to give the continuous power supply. Now in general the regulated DC power supplies is needed for the linear or analog or digital ICs based electronic circuits and control systems. For these purposes, conventional or linear power supplies are also available, which is as AC to DC converters where the output DC voltage is maintained. Means here different applications and different voltage level is required. Means a regulated power supply is required. Regulated power supply means a DC. That is AC to DC converter. You want to convert into AC into DC, and that output will be, you want to regulate it to the specified voltage levels. That you want to give to the specified circuits. That purpose also want to give that voltage. Some applications the AC is also controlled. AC is required. This fixed amount of the AC means whatever supply will be separate voltage. Whatever the voltage we are given to that equipments will be separate. Means you want to maintain that will be in separate manner. That is a specified limit of voltage you want to give to the that equipments. Means these are the difficulties in the power systems that we want to overcome. That purpose. These are the different problems. This is whatever the critical loads means conversion purpose, controlling purpose, processing purpose, everywhere present day we are using Fortran circuits to control, to process, means to give the continuity, to improve the efficiency, whatever the applications generally in power sectors generally we are using present days this Fortran circuits. Here these are the general applications of the, these are the different locations generally we are using this Fortran circuits. Here, applications of power transmission. First one will be HVDC power transmission system. HVDC transmission systems means here generally we are using different applications. HVDC. Now generally we are using HVDC applications. It's not perfect. Okay, it is not perfect. We can go for the slide only. Here HVDC power transmission system. HVDC power transmission systems means here whenever we are transmitting the high voltage DC power supply system, is the first generation level voltage will be AC. Generation voltage level will be AC means we are giving to the HVDC means you want to give the DC voltage. Want to give it to the DC voltage means the DC voltage is required. Means that it needs conversion from the AC into DC. We are converting AC into DC once again. That conversion done by the converters. The HVDC that is called rectifiers. That we are given to the that HVDC system and that is converted and is transmitted to the HVDC transmission. After that, whenever you want to give it to the load center means this requires AC. Once again, you want to convert into that DC into AC. That is the inverter is required. This process also, whatever this process controlling output controlling is also required. Specified voltage you want to give it to that transmission systems and whatever the load centers. That purpose also we want to control that voltage current level. That purpose we are using HVDC transmission systems. Second one will be light dimmers at home and theaters. Here light dimmers means whatever the illumination level you want to control. Illumination level you want to control. Okay, see it here. Illumination you want to control. HVDC means illumination is a light dimmer circuit. Light dimmer in home and theaters. Generally we are using light dimmers in home and theaters. Here in whenever you are using light dimmers in home and theaters, generally we want to control the whatever the illumination level at a brightness level you can change it. Brightness level we want to change it means the light dimmers generally we are using. చూడకుండా చాలా మొత్తం హైడ్. Here light dimmer circuits. Next one will be generally light dimmers in home and theaters. Static circuit breakers. Second one will be circuit breakers. Also we are operating different voltage levels to control the operation. Next, battery charging circuits. Battery charging circuits means you want to charge the battery, means specified voltage level is required. That is 12 volts or 15 volts, generally 12 volts, sometimes 24 volts. Based on required level, you want to give it to that batteries. Now that much voltage we want to give it means that conversion is required. General supply will be AC, that you want to convert it to AC, that you want to give it to controlled voltage of 12 volts. You want to give it to the battery circuit to charge that. Theft alarm circuits. This is also called burglar alarm circuit. We can say that. We want to give it to the, we want to control that circuit by using this electronic devices. Electric traction vehicles. There is a tram cars, trolley cars, subways, electro locomotives. Not only that one, traction motors also. This is sources motor also we are controlled by this by using these Poltron circuits also. Already we have discussed previous topics and we can control that. Commercial lighting and speed control of AC to DC machines. Commercial lighting and speed control. Lighting illumination you can change it, and to control the AC to DC machines. Speed you can control. Next, power control in chemical processing using electrochemical process. Power control in chemical processing using electrochemical process such as electrolysis. Power control in metallurgical process using electrothermal processes such as electric arc welding, induction heating and melting, resistance heating. Different purpose generally we are using power controls. Means melting separate temperature is required. Welding purposes temperature requires separate current required. That purpose also we are using. Power supply for aircrafts, space shuttle and satellites. This purpose also generally we are using. These are the supplies. Generally you can control the level of the voltage or whatever the applications generally we are using this power transient devices. These are the general applications of the power transient. Not only that one, conversion along with the application will be conversion and controlling also possible. These are the different converters generally we are using for the different applications. Here light dimmer circuit means these are the, you see that we are shifted this one generally. Okay, Generally, this is the light dimmer circuit used in diode. Here we are using a supply switch, resistance R1 and variable resistance R, capacitor C and diode, triac, lamp. These are generally we are using for the circuits. Now here initially we are not giving any supply to the circuit. We are not giving the supply. Now here switch will be SS will be opened. Switch will be opened. Now this thyristor and diode will be in off state. Now we are giving the supply to this circuit. The switch will be initially we are closing. Whenever closing, thyristor will be thyristor means is the triac don't have the gate signal, means it is off state. Triac will be off state, and diode also it is starting this off state. Whenever you are giving the supply to this circuit, that supply is that current will flows from the switches. Switch will be closed, means supply current will flows from the switch to resistance R1 and variable resistance R to the charging of the capacitor. The capacitor will be charged up to the certain level. For the that much of voltage applied to the that terminal 1 of the diode. Terminal 1 of the diode. So whenever required amount of the voltage is forward voltage we are given to the means forward blocking voltage, we want to move to the forward conduction state, that much voltage when we are given to the diode. The diode will be on state, moved into on state. Whenever the diode will be moved into the on state, that current will flows from the switch to R1 to variable resistance R to the diode to the gate terminal of the triac. Gate terminal of the triac. Now triac moves into conduction state. Sufficient amount of gate current we are applied to that circuit, automatically it will move into the conduction state. Thyristor also move into the conduction state. Whenever thyristor move into the conduction state, means this circuit S to the thyristor to the lamp, means lamp will be glown. Lamp will be glow. Whenever lamp will be glow, means automatically that brightness will be, light dimmer will be used just like it is used for the light dimmer, switching on, switch off purpose. Here we can see that diode is not on, means automatically this will be not on, thyristor will be not on, bulb will be not glown. Whenever diode will be on, means thyristor will be on, means the diode gate current is given to this diode to this thyristor triac. Automatically it will be on, and automatically the bulb will be glown. Now here means our aim is to change the brightness level of this circuit. When you how to change that brightness, that purpose generally we are using. That purpose means here we are using R and RC. Generally we are using here RC circuit forms a triggering circuit for the diode. Triggering means if you are not giving the sufficient voltage to the it is not charges to the sufficient voltage to see, diode will not on. Diode is not on, means it is forms for the RC circuit for the triggering circuit for the diode. Then when the voltage across C is sufficient to cause condition of diode, a gate current flows in the gate circuit of triac, means that much of voltage we want to give to the diode, it will be charges to sufficient level of the voltage of capacitor that we are given to the terminal, first terminal of the diode, and it will move into the sufficient voltage when you are given to the diode moves into conduction state and it will be on. But that current will given to the thyristor. Thyristor will move into the on state. The bulb will be glows. the triac starts conducting and lamp glows automatically. That will be changing resistance R, means variable resistance, that R will be whenever changes in firing angle of the triac, means whenever means it will be changes, means time taken to charge it, that sufficient voltage it will be changes, means diac on state time will be changes, automatically firing angle will be changes, and voltage applied to the lamp changes. Why? Because across the volt resistance changes, means whenever conducting of the thyristor, it will be only its supply is connected to the lamp, means to the same circuit, means whenever changes, means apply voltage across the lamp will be changes automatically, that illumination level will be changes. Now next, in this way we are controlling the brightness level by using variable R, and we can control the firing angle by using variable R. One more R we are inserted in the circuit. What the purpose of that one means, here whenever you are operating that, means suppose if it is a variable resistance R will be in minimum position, the current flows to the diac to the gate of the gate of the thyristor will be more, means always we want to give maximum limited current is required. More than that gate current we are given, means the thyristor will be damaged. You want to protect from the damages of the, means more currents are damage of the thyristors, you want to maintain to protect our triac. That purpose we are using one more resistor, that is R1, means this is a protecting resistors. In this way we are protecting the triac, and we are controlling the illumination and voltage across the bulb we are controlling. This is the general operation of the light dimmer circuit using diac and triac. In this way we are controlling. This is the general application of the polartron circuits. Generally we are using, means polartron device, that is triac and diodes, generally we are using to control the light, means this is the general application for the general usages, the day by day everyday usages of the household applications or home applications. This is a general circuit generally used to control that illumination level of the circuit or light. Now already we are next we can go for the next one. It is burglar alarm circuit using SCR. Generally we are using, before circuit we are using diac and triac. Here we are using SCR by controlling the alarm. How to control that? What the need? What the burglar alarm is generally present as every whatever the industries are, whatever the shops are, whatever the homes, theft will be occurs day to day. Occur will be more. Theft will be increases, means you want to protect our equipments or whatever the machineries, everything day to day life. You want to protect, means our separate alarm system is required to control, means we want monitor. Any theft is occurred, means automatically alarm goes, means we can alert for the that theft. Means generally burglar alarm is an electronic device. Generally we are inserted in, which is fixed at some concealed point that rings a loud bell if somebody tries to theft the equipments. We are inserted through theft from the whatever the equipments we are inserted from that to the that concealed point. Automatically we can recognize that by using alarm. In this way we can avoid theft from the theft. Means automatically this is generally also called as theft alarm. We can say that this is theft alarm. Generally everyday life, generally bankers, generally household purpose also, this locker purpose also, industry purpose also, we want to use for this the alarm, burglar alarm, that is called theft alarm. We can use to control or to can monitor whatever the theft, and we can protect our equipments and whatever the needs, general needs, so purpose, protection purpose, where we are inserted, we can protect that purpose. Generally we are using this burglar alarm. Here this is general circuit of the burglar alarm. Here first of all start from the to on to the, we are connected to the switch. switch S is just starting, it's starting, this will be opened whenever we are not inserted to the circuit in the field, means whatever the industry or whatever the purpose we are not inserted, means it is open switch generally. After that we are connected to the thyristor. Thyristor anode connected to the to on direction, and cathode is connected to the ground of the terminal. To the gate it is connected to the ground through the tape deck plug, whatever the plug we are downward side it is showed here. You can see that here we can see that this is the direction generally we are using. This means automatic gate to the this direction, it will be to the here connected. It is already connected to the ground, means this in this direction it is will grounded, means there is no gate current for the this thyristor. Means here there is tape deck means here tape deck, generally car deck tape deck we are considered here. Car deck tape deck you generally we are considered to thefting of the car tape deck, means here want to protect the car tape deck. But how to avoid from the theft, means here generally we are using these two arms to the we are connected to the thyristor, means here across we can discuss R and C we can discuss later. Here it is connected, here tape deck to the rest this ground gate terminal to the this tape deck. When now it is connected to the ground, means it's always gate current, there is no gate current, means thyristor will be off state, we are not sufficient voltage, more than the voltage which fixed voltage we are given, means it is not conducting. This is a general circuit of the car dead. This is a burglar alarm circuit. Whenever you are inserting that, this switch will be closed and we are inserted that on will be inserted in the this conceal point in the car, and this switch will be closed in that time. Always this switch will be closed, always this switch will be closed. Now this will be just the switch will be closed, means this switch closed, the supply will generally RN circuit will be connected to the anode of the thyristor, and cathode is grounded, and gate is connected to the ground through tape deck plug. Now here whenever theft is occurred, means theft is occurred means how we can identify, means here tape deck, here we are protecting for the tape deck, we are connected to the that alarm circuit to the tape deck. Whenever theft is occurred, means tape deck plug we are, when you are removing, tape deck plug when you are removing, automatically when you are pushing back side of outside of the that from the tape deck place, means that whenever you are removing, means the arrow mark we are indicated, this arrow mark and this arrow mark and oh, wait this arrow mark and this arrow mark indicates, means this is a tape deck plug, means whenever you are removing that one, means we are theft is occurred, means it will be open circuit, this will be 2 will be open circuit, means this open circuit means gate is disconnected from the this ground, gate terminal of the this gate terminal of the it is disconnected from the ground terminal, means whenever disconnected from the ground terminal it will be open circuit, means that gate is now connected to the this direction, gate to the resistor to the battery circuit, battery is connected to the battery circuit through this resistor, this is called a resistor R. Resistor R is connected to the resistor R through battery, this connected, this gate is connected to the battery through resistor R. Now when you are connected to the tape deck thyristor, means here this gate we are connected to the gate terminal, we are connected to the battery through resistor, means it is that battery to the that gate current flows to the resistor to the gate terminal. Whenever gate current flows to the thyristor terminal, thyristor gate terminal, means when you are giving the gate current to the this thyristor, when you are giving the gate current to the thyristor, this thyristor will be whenever you are giving the gate current to this thyristor will be on. This thyristor, once it's on means automatically this connected to the R circuit switch to thyristor to cathode. Means in this way it will be, whenever thyristor will be conducts, means automatically this it will be, alarm will be given, alarm will be blown out. Continuously it is blown out. Continuously it is blown out up to when we are opening the switch. Means whenever the alarm continuously given means we can alert that alarm. Based on that alarm we can alert and we can protect our equipments by using this burglar alarms. In this way we are operating. Means generally at starting this switch will be closed, R to the connected switch will be closed, and this will be connected this anode to anode, and here cathode is connected to the ground and the gate is connected to the ground through tape deck. Means here generally tape deck is connected, means it is ground position. Whenever it is required, whenever theft is occurred means tape deck is removed, means the gate will be removed from the that ground. Whenever this gate will be removed from the ground means automatically the ground is connected through connected to the battery through resistor. Whenever connected to the battery through resistor means automatically it will be in, that gate current will flows to the gate to the thyristor. Now gate to the thyristor means that thyristor will be on. Whenever thyristor is connected to the the alarm will be blown out, glow. Big alarm sound will be, bells, loud bell will be occurred, means alarm will be given. Alarm circuit will be activated and it will be, alarm will be given. Due to alarm we can activate, we can alert and we can protect our equipments by using this alarm. You can mention it here. This switch when it is located at some concealed point in the car and is kept closed, switch will be closed position. Since gate G is grounded through tape deck and the SCR is off and on is silent. In the time closed means is connected and silent is off means automatically this will be silent alarm. Once the tape deck is removed, G is no longer grounded. Instead it gets connected to the car battery through R. Consequently the gate current is set up which fires the SCR. Whenever it fires the SCR, as a result on starts blowing. On starts blowing and continues to do so until S is opened. Means in this way it will be, we are giving the alarm, you can alert. These are the general applications of the circuit. Here general applications already we are doing. This general usage purpose generally we are is based on this one applications, HVDC light dimmer, static circuits, battery charging and alarm theft circuits. Alarm theft circuit already we are using. Yeah, how we can light dimmers also we are discussed here. Now we can discuss the remaining topics in tomorrow. Next electronic action, commercial lighting purpose, also power control in process, chemical processing, power control in metallurgical process, and power supply for aircraft, space shuttle, satellite. These are the different applications generally we are using. Next light dimmer circuit using diac and TIAC also we are discussed how it is controlled, how we can operate. Here bulb alarm circuit, this is circuit how we can operate. This is the general operation and control of what are the operations. Thank you. Thank you.